tell you guys is I had the best call with our Chief Networking Officer, Pam Souter, today. It was so awesome because I personally love the fact that our company recognizes people for what they do. And the reason I say that is because I worked at Phoenix Children's Hospital for 5 years, and I swear I just never felt like I got the recognition that I felt like I needed. So it's really cool because when you do awesome things like enroll a bunch of distributors and be a top recruiter for whatever month, they recognize you, and you get recognition for all sorts of stuff along your journey. So it's really cool. So the couple things I wanted to go over that she shared really, really fast, because this is mostly about charting, but I want to make sure you guys hear these awesome tips, is first and foremost, the first thing she said to me, all my charts, I should have had this ready. I wrote it down with Heaven. Hold on, Heaven. Do you remember the first few things?
The first video you said?
Was it necklace?
No, she was basically saying, where did my paper go? I got you guys charts all the way up to diamond so that you guys can kind of know exactly, hold on, how to chart all the way up to diamond. Well, we'll look for it after. So I'm going to tell you all the exciting stuff that Pam told me after then, because I don't know where the hell it went. Silly me. Okay, so I'll share with you all those tips. So let's just dive right into it. So does everybody have a chart that they're going for their first promotion? And does anyone on here have any distributors underneath them now? So if you have a chart, just hold it up. If you don't, just get a piece of paper, because I want you guys to be able to visualize this. I want you guys to be able to understand charting, because charting, I will be so honest with you, it is my least favorite thing to do in this business and is the most confusing thing. Other than every single thing you do in this business, charting is the only thing that I feel like people get hung up on. But if you just follow the foundation that I'm going to teach you right now and not really get hung up on all the extras, then you can continue to promote all the way to ambassador. So anyway, first promotion in the company is executive, okay? So executive means that you have 2 distributors underneath you, and both of those distributors have 400 in-group volume. So this is what an executive chart looks like. Do you want to help him get him his bottle? In the room with Kenan. And of course, you guys, I'm so sorry. My baby was like teething really bad tonight. Of all the nights that he wanted to be really fussy, he's really fussy tonight. Okay, so I'm going to show you on a Ruby chart so that you guys can see what an executive looks like. Can you guys see that really clear? Just give me a thumbs up if you can see it clear. Okay, so for the first promotion, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do nothing. You're gonna just basically sit there with your first 2 distributors underneath you and not move them. However, you're going to get your next promotion, which is the Ruby chart, okay? So this is at the average income of $599 a month, and this is what everybody always shoots for. So I don't really talk about executive enough, but it's a big deal because it's your first promotion in the company. So you really do want to congratulate yourself for that first promotion. But I always jump to Ruby because 3 distributors that you first sign, you basically do nothing. You just have them and you put them in the computer and they're there, right? But once you go ahead and sign that 4th distributor, you have to move that distributor, okay? And what that means is you're gonna take that 4th person that you enrolled, and they're gonna be right here, for instance, and you're gonna go in the system, and you're gonna go, and you're gonna wanna write this down. You're gonna log in, and you're gonna click on your reports, and then you're gonna go to your personally enrolled team, and you're gonna scroll all the way to the right by moving the down bar over, and next to that person, it'll show the person you just enrolled. You will see a drop-down arrow, and you will be able to click move, okay? So then you're gonna pick the girl that you feel is the most hardest working, and you're gonna basically talk to them about layered leadership, and you're gonna say, hey, I just signed my 4th distributor. I really feel like out of the top 3 people on my team, you're the strongest and hardest working. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to place her underneath you. And I would like for you to help me gather up those loyal customers. So if I'm going to place her underneath you, you have a distributor underneath you now, which means she's closer to executive, right? So what you're going to want to do is say, hey, if I'm going to go ahead and give you this distributor, I'm going to want you to match my efforts, and I want you to help me get these loyal customers so that you guys can get your fast start bonuses. Okay, so then the 5th distributor that you sign, you're going to do it again. You're going to go to reports, log in, go to reports, go to personally enrolled team. You're going to move her under that same exact girl. So you cannot go and put one under her, one under her, one under her. That doesn't create a Ruby. You have to pick one girl and you have to put the 2. And then that's when you say your box for your promotion, okay? So if you can build a Ruby, you can go all the way to ambassador, because 2 rubies is an emerald and 3 rubies is a diamond, and so on and so forth. So rubies build everything. Rubies are the foundation of this business. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. So once you've had your structure for your promotions, especially with the $9.99 promotion that we just had, we had so many people sign so many distributors, and just like myself, being boxed for triple diamond, that's a lot of people. However, let's rewind all the way to the beginning. So back to executive. In order to be paid as an executive leader, meaning you have 2 distributors, okay? You have 2 distributors underneath you. Both of these distributors, not yourself, both of these distributors. So this girl, let's say her name's Ashley and her name is Sarah. So Ashley has to have 400 in group sales, and Sarah has to have 400 in group sales, okay? So then whatever you have underneath you, it's all gonna roll up to your group volume. So when you look at in your back office and you're poking around and you look around group volume, your group volume is what consists of the people underneath you, your group, right? So as a whole together, your group volume. So 400 in group volume for this girl, 400 in group volume for this girl, that is when you're paid as executive. Not just when you have your first 2 distributors, okay? So give me a thumbs up if everybody understands that. Or should I explain it again? Heaven, do you have anything to add to that? Just executive?
Executive or?
Just executive.
Oh no, it's good for executive.
Okay. Okay, so then going back to the Ruby chart, what you want to do is the same exact thing. So you're going to make sure that your girl on here on the top line is at 400 in group volume, and so is this girl here. And then now your executive, she's good, okay? So you made sure that she has her 2 distributors at 400. And in a perfect world, you guys, you sign 3 people up, and this girl's a rock star, and she grabs these 2 distributors really fast, and boom, she makes sure they get their first 4 customers. And in a perfect world, you went Ruby because you had the help of your team. But sometimes, which I will tell you personally, I built 90% of my own diamond chart. Sometimes your team doesn't work, and you know what? This business it's literally 80% recruiting and 20% on your team. You don't worry about the people that are working. You worry about your chart, and what you need for your promotion is what you need to do. If people want to run with you, then they'll run with you. Trust me, they will message you if they want information. You don't need to be chasing anyone, or you can give them a month or so, but after that, you don't want to just keep bothering them. It's like, if they want it, trust me, they're the ones messaging you. And a lot of my leaders who message me every single day, I know they're working their business. So again, everyone needs to be boxed at 400 to be paid as the rank that you're boxed for, okay? So let me tell you about a situation, because of the fact that, Brooke, do you have a question? You can unmute yourself and ask.
No, I don't, sorry.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, so let's talk about who is brave enough to volunteer their chart right now.
Mine is empty.
Like, who has at least 5 distributors underneath them that they'd like for me to talk about? Because I want to talk about a couple things that happen with the promotion, okay? So I see Maddie and I see Brooke. So I'd like to actually talk about your chart, Brooke, if that's okay. Because you have 2 distributors underneath you right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you fully understand the executive chart with Kira and Taylor that both need to be at 400 in group sales, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and did Kira and Taylor both sign up because they wanted to work this business, or did they sign up because they just wanted the $9.99 wraps?
Well, Taylor wants to work it, but Kira just wanted the wraps.
Okay, see, perfect. That's awesome. So here's the situation that I wanted to explain. So many people signed up for just the wraps, right? Which is totally fine. So what I would suggest for Brooke is I would not fuss with Kira at all. I would pretend like I only have 1 distributor, and I would make sure that my goal this month was to get another working distributor to go ahead and fill that box. Why? Because if you want to go ahead and fill those 4 loyals and get to 400, you're more than welcome. You can sign 4 loyals and you can place them under Kira, and you can use that box for 1 year because she signed up as a distributor, and that box is available to use for you to fill. And sometimes that happens. You place customers under people that are not working, and it's fine. However, again, going back to the perfect world, you would love it if you signed up, you know, an Ashley or something that went ahead and got her first 4 loyal customers on her own, and boom, you're executive. And this can happen, you guys, in like a day or 2. I mean, finding 4 customers when you first start, your mom, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your neighbor, your coworker, your high school friend, like, let's be real. If you can't find 4 customers, then you shouldn't be a distributor. You just really have to dig deep and message as many people as you can and be like, hey, I need a favor. I need my first 4 customers. So again, I would focus on getting a new distributor. If you're, which you are, I know you're a rock star, Brooke, about signing loyals. You can go ahead and use that box for now, but moving forward, you know you're going to want to replace it with a working distributor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then moving on to, I want to look at, let's just say Maddie's chart, okay? Maddie's been boxed for diamond like 3 different ways. And Maddie, if you don't mind me, Madison, talking, we went ahead and we had a couple different rubies that we decided to, if you look at a chart and say, for instance, you built everybody to ruby, okay? Everybody came on board and you built everybody to ruby really fast. Is that okay that I talk about your chart, Maddie?
No, yeah, you're good.
Okay. So what me and Maddie have been doing so that she's a really strong chart is, say, for instance, you went ahead and built a ruby, which I'm going to try to show you. So, all right, I'm going to keep you muted just so that you can see me. So if you look at a diamond chart, I'm going to show you the generic one because this one's on a double and a triple and it looks different. So let's just say here. So can you guys see this? So take a diamond chart, and on a diamond chart you have 3 rubies, okay? But say, for instance, this ruby all of a sudden took off and it went to all the volume, all the boxes were at 400, but in the next 3 months, the girl that went ruby, she broke her leg or something, and she was bedridden, and she just decided that she needed to focus on getting her leg better. And so that ruby's volume started to fall off because she wasn't following up with her customers. She wasn't checking in with them. She wasn't telling them how many perk points they have. She wasn't working her business, right? She wasn't posting 3 to 6 times a day. She wasn't following up 8 to 12 times to wait until they say yes. She was taking no's personally, and she was getting offended, and, you know, all these things. And she just was like, you know what, I'm going to work on my leg and fix my leg. So what Maddie would do is she would take this whole box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this girl, and she would just roll it all up into one box on her top line because there was only about 500 in volume there. Because this box needs to be at 500 in volume, and she'd put a brand new, excited new distributor right here, and she would start helping her get built to Ruby because that's going to run that Ruby leg and start placing new people and not worry about what volume is here. Because I'm going to tell you guys, the biggest thing about charting is if you have everybody working in layers, like layered together, teamwork, then everybody's helping everybody. But if you just take Maddie up here and Maddie has to fill 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, Maddie's momentum starts to put, and then it's harder for you to do that, okay? So if you talk to this executive and know that she just has to get her 2, and she has to fill us to, 400, and you talk to this Ruby, and you know that she has to get her 2, 3, I mean, and then help her get her 2, that sort of thing, and just really, really focus on layering your leadership, talking to your team, talking to everybody on every single level, no matter what, so that they understand how simple it is to just do 1 or 2, but how much harder it is layered on if you have to do all of it yourself, that sort of thing. So you don't want to feel like you're micromanaging, and you don't want to feel like you're telling anybody what to do, but it's really nice because we all run into the same stuff. We all run into the same questions. And if we're all sharing and working together on a consistent basis, and really breaking it down each leg, it makes it so much more doable as a team. So, does anyone think of a question right now that, I know I dove right into diamond, but like I said, 3 rubies build a diamond. If you can build a ruby, you can just keep building those rubies, and you can just continue to go all the way to ambassador. I think it's 52. Heaven, is it 52 or 54 rubies to be an ambassador? Either way, 52 or 54. Go for 54, and then you'll be a strong ambassador. Okay, so let me know if there's anything else I should cover over again, or if you guys feel like you understand charting. Just for distributors, I'm going to go into customers now, but just how you place your distributors when you're looking at a chart. Okay, cool. Thanks, Maddie, for the thumbs up. Okay, so now let's talk about customers. So if you get your first 4 customers in this business, you never ever need to continue to get 4 customers again, okay? I've been in this business for 2 years, and I never ever keep customers directly under me. My customers are always placed under my distributors for a fast start bonus, because you guys know that when you sign up a distributor and you put their first 2 customers underneath them, not you put them, but when they get their first 2, you get that $100 fast start bonus if you are commission qualified, okay? But say for instance, somebody is struggling that first week and they just got their 1, but you know you're gonna get that fast start. If you have a customer, you can go ahead and place that customer under that distributor. However, you wanna have that conversation going back to, again, let's match each other. Let's push each other. Let's be accountability partners. I'm gonna place this customer underneath you, and then you're gonna go ahead and help me by matching me so we can get you year 4, and then so on and so forth. And so, yeah, I kind of want to go into a better view. Let me see. Is that better? I know, he's talking. Sorry, guys. Kyson's totally talking. There we go. Yay, that's so much better. Okay, so the point is that get your first 4 customers, because that's what's going to get you that $100 shopping spree. It is the, what, 19th? Yeah, like, you guys have a lot of time. I sent, literally, I'm not even kidding you, like 200 messages in the last day and a half, and I had like 5 people order the promotion. So you really just want to get the messages out, ask people for the favor. I mean, is there anything that's holding you back from getting those first 4 customers as of right now? For anyone who hasn't, if you're brave enough to speak up and share, because I'm sure everybody's thinking and feeling the same thing. Maddie, did you get your 4 for the steps to success this month? What are some of the things you're hearing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Maddie, can you tell everybody how long you've been in the business? And yeah, I already said your box for diamond. So Maddie is one of my that's box for diamond. And how long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business for a little over a year now.
Yeah.
And
so
it's been
tell me
awesome.
some of the things that you're getting when you message people for the promotion or loyal customers in general. And then tell me like just a couple of your rebuttals.
What have I what? You're cutting out.
Like a couple of the things you're hearing and then maybe like a couple rebuttals for customers.
Okay. Yeah, so of course I always get the, I just don't have the money right now. And, maybe I can start in the next 2 weeks when I get paid. Or, maybe it's just not a good time right now because, or I always get this too a lot, that I don't know a lot of people and I don't have a big, network that they're going to want to reach out to me. I get that a lot, which is okay because, like, when I first started, like, I didn't talk to anybody. I barely had any friends. I was a new upcoming mom. I stopped talking to all my high school friends. And sorry, guys, I'm trying to get onto the freeway. But, so some rebuttals.
When they say, I don't know enough people. So this is more of a distributor, but when you talk to a customer that you've asked to just get reps, and what is something they say that would be a good rebuttal for you? Like if they reply, like, oh yeah, I really am interested in that, but this. I don't have the money right now. So what do you say?
Well, I usually ask them if they're serious about getting the wraps and they're really serious about wanting to lose some inches or lose the baby weight or lose any, weight or anything at all. I ask them if they ever thought about, either selling something to get some wraps, or I ask them, if it's serious, then, I would save their spot and they can, sign up in the next week. But like if it's like a promo like we have today and it's the last day, then I definitely ask them, to have.
Okay, so your reply is
reach out to their family, ask them if.
Your reply is, if you're serious, I will go ahead and save your spot because the promotion ends at 9 p.m. or whatever, yeah?
Right.
And then what's the next message that you send them?
I tell them just to go ahead and send me their information and I'll save their spot till 7 o'clock because that's when the deal ends. I usually message them about 6:30 saying, hey, the deal ends, the next discount and then we'll go from there. Most times, if they even read it, if they do, great, then they'll sign up that night and they'll get the deal. And then it really sucks is when they don't message, when they don't see the message, and then they write back like the next 2 days later and they missed out on the sale. So, that's a bummer. But, like I said, like I followed up with you and, I've been telling you about them and I've been posting about them. So you do see it and you can't say that you don't.
Yeah. So you pretty much just make sure that you set up that time to follow up. And then what else I do too is if they do go ahead and give me their info perfect, I just go ahead and run it. I don't re-message them back. I just send them their login and their ID. So that's a good one because you want them to be serious. You want them to go ahead and give you your info and then give you a date that you're actually going to run it. You can also, and Heather does this stuff a lot too, is you can set an event reminder in Facebook Messenger, which is really good. Okay, so thanks for sharing that. I want to get back to once you guys start to build your businesses and you have girls that are actually willing to work and you're communicating, I strongly encourage that you guys build group chats, that you guys are interacting each day. And I strongly recommend that you guys do daily tasks, okay? So this business is, you are in business for yourself, okay, but you're not by yourself. So utilize your upline, utilize your sponsor, utilize, sideline people and other girls that have started around the same time as you. Utilize everyone because there's no right or wrong way to run this business. It's just a matter of doing. So action, action steps, they create results. And so I just want to make sure that everybody understands, and if you guys could just give me like a thumbs up, that when you sign up a new distributor, after your third distributor, you definitely need to call me or call your sponsor or message me, message your sponsor, because when you have that fourth distributor, you then will need to figure out placement under the, the top 3 of your team members. So if everyone could just give me a thumbs up that we have that done, because I find it very discouraging when I look through my back office and I find people with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people sitting on their top line with no one placed, and you only have 24 hours to move your distributors. So then you just missed out on potentially promoting. And I'm going to tell you a story before I wrap it up and talk about the last thing I wanted to share, because it seems like everyone's pretty good as far as building, knowing that everybody needs to have their 4 loyal customers. I almost don't want to go further than Ruby, just because of the fact that you guys looked at me like I was speaking another language. So I just want to make sure that it's super simple and super basic. I don't want to overwhelm people, because then it's not fun. If you feel overwhelmed, then you're like, oh my gosh, it should be fun. It should be so much fun. You should be in love with these products and sharing them with everyone and having fun with it. Because if you're not having fun, then yeah, no, it's not good. When you're having fun, people are like, I want to do that. It's so much fun. You just want to be like excited and have fun with what you're doing. Okay, and by the way, you guys, I freaking found my paper under my computer of my notes from my call with Pam. So I'm going to share that with you too. But the little tidbit that Jade Hooper, I recently listened to her, she said that she did not move anyone. Just mind you, if you don't follow Jade Hooper, you need to follow her. She's an ambassador diamond and she's so awesome. But she did an experiment and she left 75 people on her top line and never ever placed or moved them. And guess what? Not one of those ran to Ruby. So placing to promote is so huge, okay, you guys? So you really want to build layered leadership, and you really want to place to promote so that you can start building your solid rubies, which is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, okay? So a little bit about the steps to success. I want you guys to print this out. It's in your back office and under the documents tab. I promise you, if you stick this up somewhere where you see every day, your bathroom mirror or in your room or in your kitchen, I promise you, if you're looking at this every single day, you will do this. This is what I call my homework. So every single month I print this out, and right at the top I write the month. So I would put July, and I know for a fact I've already signed up, I've already joined the party, I did step 1, and then I know I need to get my 4 customers. Mind you, I'm not going to keep those customers. I'm going to place them under my team to help them, because I'm still wanting to grow my business. However, I'm not keeping them. And then your 3 distributors, and helping the teams grow by placing those 3 distributors as well, okay? So print this out, stick to this, don't reinvent the wheel, totally stick to this. And then the last few minutes, I'm just going to tell you about my call with Pam Souter, which is the Chief Networking Officer. I really want you guys to follow her and Mike Patillo and Mark Pentecost, because they are the corporate team of this company. And so top thing was congratulate yourself. Whether you signed 1 distributor or 1 loyal, always congratulate yourself, because you know it is a little bit out of everyone's comfort zone. It's not the normal 9-to-5 job. You know, you really want to congratulate yourself and celebrate small wins and be excited for little things in this business, because you know we're all in this journey together. We've all gone through getting your first loyal customer. I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So really congratulate yourself, whether you signed 1 distributor during the promotion or 30. And also she was stressing the fact that 200,000 new distributors came on board our team, our business, in 6 days, okay? So 200,000 distributors. So that right there tells you that people want this business. People want this opportunity. People want to get away from their corporate jobs. So when somebody tells me something really silly like, nobody wants this, I'm like, yeah, well, we signed 200,000 distributors in 6 days. So I'm sorry, but there's 6 million people here in Arizona, and we're in like 12 countries. So promise you, Okay, so that was like epic, 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 never been done before. Like, please share with me any articles you find that may have that many distributors that sign up in any network marketing company in 6 days, because I don't even know if it's even ever been done. So really cool there. Then the last thing, I had reasons that people, whatever, I don't know. I had number 2. That was kind of something I was talking with Heaven about, but stick to the basics, stick to your steps to success, never prejudge anyone. You never know who really needs this opportunity. It's like playing the lottery. Some people come into your business and they just run and pop off. And it is crazy when you have a person come into your business that just kicks ass. It is crazy. So just know that, you never know. You don't prejudge anybody, because you never know. Like, some people on Facebook look like they have it all together, and they could need this business so bad and could be drowning in debt. So you just never know. And work every single day like you're losing everything. Like you're losing your car, you're losing your house, you have no money for food. Like, work as if you need this so bad. And I promise you, you will promote fast. Like, hit the ground running. And then the last one, Evan, what was that book called again? 5-second rule. Is she still on? I don't know if she's still on, but she said read the 5-second rule, because it's something about your brain in psychology where, like, within 5 seconds, our brain tells us yes or no, or don't blitz that person, or don't ask that person, or don't message that person, or whatever. Read the 5-second rule. It's a really great self-development book, and believe in yourself. And I'm going to leave the last couple minutes for questions. If anybody has any, just unmute yourself and go ahead and ask. And anybody who jumped on late, just know that you can personally message me. I'll send you a chart and we'll go over it together. But the biggest thing in this business, I'm going to be really, really basic and simple with you. If you want to promote, you need to sign people up. So the way you make money in this business is signing loyal customers and signing distributors. Rochelle, do you have a question?
No, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out to explain everything in detail.
Yeah, and if you have any other things that you guys think of after this shuts off, always feel free to message me, and always feel free to, use any of my posts, my pictures, all that sort of stuff too. So say hi to Jessica before we go. Jessica was in the background helping me with the baby.
Hello.
So fussy. Oh man, you guys.
Girl, I was up until 5:30 this morning with my son.
Oh, so you know what it's like, girlfriend.
Yes.
There's a lot of moms on here, so you guys know what it's like. So, all right, guys. Well, have a good night, and thank you so much for taking time out for your, out of your nights too. I know it's a little bit later, but I like to do them later. So, any suggestions that you guys want to talk about for next week, feel free to just comment in the group chat. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wait, let me just make sure. Hold on one second. I had Brooke and then Galaxy 8. Was that somebody who had a hand up? No? We're good? Everyone's good? Okay. All right. I think we're good. Okay, guys, have a good night.